Juniper and Ivy is located in Baltimore, Ohio. We have with us this week the owner, Randi, to talk with us more coffee.
Pour the coffee.
Top of the mustache to you, and welcome to another episode of Mustaches and Coffee. Where the topic goes, nobody knows. I'm Isaac.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Randi.
And we're glad to have all you mustache and coffee lovers with us. And a huge welcome to our special guest today, Randi. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you guys?
Oh, good. I got my dancing shoes on. I feel like dancing today for some reason.
Do it. Dance away.
Yeah.
That's great. I was just about to ask you, Ben, how you feeling, but it seems like you're in a good mood today.
I had too many Reese cups today. That's why.
Sugar high. It's cool.
Yeah, something kind of.
We've been there. Did you get the one with they have a new one with caramel in it or caramel?
Ooh, I have not. I have not. Sounds good.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. No,
True.
That doesn't sound good.
It was pretty good, but you know what? Maybe that'll inspire ones to make like a coffee version of it, like the Reese's and caramel. So
that would be delicious.
Yes. So maybe that'll give you some ideas. I'm kind of wanting that too, especially the season we're in. It's starting to cool down. I don't know, something about that. But anyway, getting back to, we have our special guest, Randi, on. So we'll just jump right into this. We're really anxious to know more about you and your coffee shop. So when it comes to Juniper and Ivy, what got you into starting the business, kind of getting into the coffee world?
Honestly, I had a friend and our sons played sports together, and it was like cold all the time, and we'd always have to have our husbands stop and get us coffee from big chains. And it was always cold when it got to us because we're just out here in the middle of nowhere. And one day I was like, we should start a coffee shop. And it kind of just went from there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I understand that with the cold, it's like that's what you need is a nice cup of coffee. So that just kind of spurned it into, hey, let's get this started.
Yeah, it was just more of on a whim type of thing. But now that we're here, I love it so much.
That's great.
Yeah, I remember I was scrolling through Instagram and came across your name, and this, I don't know, something about the logo and everything. It just like I had to stop, like, oh, that's kind of cool. So,
Great.
How did you come up with your coffee shop name?
So in 2015, I was pregnant and my daughter passed away at 38 weeks. And so after she died, my husband was on Instagram and he was just scrolling and he found an account called Juniper Fox. And so we sort of related my daughter Kenley with foxes during the pregnancy and stuff like that. So I've started following it, and it just sort of, just brought me a little bit of joy in my grief. And so that's where the Juniper came from. And the Ivy is from my ex-business partner. It means eternal. So that was her, input with the name. So.
Yeah, very nice.
I'm sorry to hear that, but it's very touching when ones can share their story and you have that it's kind of like a legacy to pass on as well
Everybody knows now about the name. It just kind of got out there. And there's like a little blurb on our Facebook about it. So yeah, I like to share her story, and this is just for her.
That's wonderful. Yeah. I love that. We're all about we're interested in names and the backstory, and that's one of the more touching ones. So we appreciate that. That's
absolutely.
Be able to share that. When it comes to, so your coffee shop, like we mentioned in Baltimore, Ohio, and I'm sure you're a hit with the locals, but are you online? Do you sell different roasts or anything like that?
We don't sell through our website. You can obviously order online and things like that, but we don't sell our coffee through our website now.
Okay. So more local growing there and things. I was looking at the menu and I was like, I like the selection that you have. So I'll be honest, I've never been to Baltimore, Ohio, but if I'm
That's all right.
passing through.
Road trip.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep that in mind because I've never been, so that's a reason to visit anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, what is your favorite part of owning or working at a coffee shop, other than the smell?
Right. The smell is
Well,
wonderful.
it would have to be smell. I mean,
Right.
anyways.
Um, Honestly, I think my favorite part would be the community. You just get to, like I said, we're a small community here. And so you kind of get to know everybody. I do know a lot of people like through my son's sports and things like that, but I don't know, you just find regulars that come in and you like learn their coffee order. Um, and my baristas are amazing. I love my baristas so much. So they make everything a lot of fun too.
Awesome. Yeah,
Right.
that's important to have the right people, the
Yeah.
right staff around you as well. So
That's
that's a part for me anyway. Coffee shops, the experience is to have that atmosphere, that
Yeah.
welcoming thing. So that's great.
We're pretty chill and they all have wonderful attitudes and we have like a couple of openers in the morning and I'm sure that they make everything wonderful for everybody when they come in. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
So going back to your selection, what kind of roasts or blend do you offer, and maybe even some of your favorite that you personally like?
So, I personally like light roast. Not a lot of people know. They think like the darker the roast, the more caffeine, but light roast has more
Mhm.
caffeine. So, that's where it's at. Unfortunately, we don't offer light roast here like a drip coffee. So we offer like a medium roast as our house blend. It's called Columbia El Progresso. And
Mm.
it's delicious. So it's
Mm,
like my husband's favorite. So
sounds really good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I need coffee now.
Yeah, get
Yep.
that water out of here.
Yeah,
You should
exactly.
you should have thought ahead. Yeah, you gotta
I
get
know, I
coffee.
know. I don't know what happened. I think it's just Reese cups. I'm like, I had
You need to wash
coffee.
it
I
down
just like
with
exactly.
Next time, grind up the Reese's and put it in your coffee. Who knows? Maybe that'll work.
Ooh.
that sounds
Yeah.
delicious.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Maybe my ideas are working
Yeah.
today. I don't
I
know.
think
You
I'm
need to
just
come work for me and like get these things rolling.
Absolutely.
so far I'm just doing Reese's stuff, so I don't know if I give you enough selection,
That's
but
all right. We could figure it out.
yeah, you can't go wrong with Reese's though either. I think
Right. Right.
it's
True.
going to be a hit.
Think
So
so.
that gives us a little pun intended taste of your business, your coffee shop,
Yeah.
and where you're located. But what we like to do also, if you're familiar with our podcast, we like to have what's called rapid fire questions. They're kind of the universal questions. So this is to get to know Randi a little more, you as a person. So Ben's got the questions. So go ahead and take it away.
All right, Randy, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. Batman or Superman?
Batman for sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm obsessed with Batman. You
Sweet.
should just see my garage. It's everything's Batman. Anyways, pancakes or waffles?
Ooh, I'm gonna say pancakes.
Mm. Do
I'm
you have
right
a
there with
favorite
you.
pancake place?
Honestly, we went to a place this morning for breakfast called Catalina's, and they sell pancake balls, and they
Really?
were so good. Yes, they were really
Huh.
good. My daughter had ones that were stuffed with Nutella, and I had ones that were
Oh,
stuffed with like pumpkin apple butter. Delicious.
okay. Time out for a second. Okay, these are called pancake
Time.
balls.
Yes.
So how would you make those? Like,
I don't know, but they're like literally this big. They're huge. So, and you get like 6 of them in an order and they're covered in powdered sugar and you get like a local maple syrup to go with them. They're delicious. They were just phenomenal.
and you eat
You
that for
know,
breakfast?
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's like the Reese's cup. You're just like jittery all day.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's missing one Reese cup right on top of that.
Hey, that's an idea right there. You should
Yeah.
go to them and be like, you need to put a Reese cup on these
I know.
pancakes.
Yes.
I know. My daughter ate all of the Nutella ones and I'm like, this is going to be a weird day.
Sounds amazing, but yeah, I would crash like an hour after that.
Yeah,
That's-
for sure. Too much sugar.
Oh
So
man.
all I have to say, Reese's, if you're happening to listen to us, we're looking for a sponsor. So
There you go.
Yeah.
contact
There
us.
you go.
We'll be your salesman. We're already halfway there. We're talking about
Yes.
these ideas. We just need to get the official okay. So
Right.
anyway,
Right.
All right, next one. If you could spend a day with a cartoon character, who would it be?
Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna say Miss Rabbit from Peppa Pig. I have 3 kids and they all grew up watching Peppa Pig. But Miss Rabbit is like, she's amazing. She does the whole joke on the show is that like she does everything. She's like the nurse and she works at the grocery store. And so I think it's just like more so portraying like what a mother actually does, which is so true. So I'd probably hang out with her for a day.
Nice. All right, next one. If you were trapped on a desert island, what one thing would you bring?
I would have to bring music somehow. That's a huge part of my life. So I don't know. I guess maybe I would bring, I don't know. Can I take 2 things? Can I take like
Sure.
with like service and a Bluetooth speaker? Because
There you
that's what I
go.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked.
All right, then that's it. That's my answer.
Yes.
I think they kind of go together. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got
right,
you.
you have to. They're one. They're one thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'd say that's a good. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Hopefully, they'll be like, does she need rescued or is she okay?
No,
She's just down there jamming.
don't rescue me. I'm chilling.
She ate a Reese's that morning. She'd be.
Yes.
Like a little vacation.
So we are Mustaches and Coffee. So we have to ask you, is there a favorite mustache style you like?
Okay, so I've thought about
Or
this.
none?
Well, I've thought about this long and hard. So my husband grew a beard for 7 years. It was phenomenal. It was huge and wonderful. Or 7 months. I don't know. It was really long and huge. And so he cut it all off and kept the mustache and made it into a handlebar.
Uh-huh.
And it grossed me out. And so now I'm not a mustache person. He just keeps everything kind of like nice and trim and the mustache as well. So I can get down with that. But pretty much everything else kind of creeps me out.
Okay.
No offense, guys. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
That's okay.
Just ask my wife. She'd probably say the same thing.
It's just curious, yeah. If there's any favorite, like, is there even like a character or celebrity? That's another question we can ask, because sometimes you don't have to like a actual mustache, but maybe like a character or.
I don't know. I really get like it's all got to be one length for me, especially if I can't do it if it like comes down over the lips and it's just.
Yeah.
I just can't.
The walrus.
Yes, no. Like, what are you supposed to do with that if you kiss somebody? I don't want to kiss your mustache.
This is true. And it's really bad when like you see a guy sleeping and he's snoring and you can see it whistling.
Yes. Or like if somebody eats soup.
Yes.
Or like a sandwich. Like, I don't want to see all that.
No, I'm with you. And
okay, good.
It's an annoyance to me. Like, I'm constantly trimming it because it I don't know. It's just like, no, it's annoying. So
I can't imagine. I literally cannot imagine having a mustache. I don't know what I would do. I probably would just shave it off.
If you trim it, it's actually kind of nice. But when it gets to over your lip, it gets pretty annoying. So yeah, just a little too much. I keep up with it. Otherwise, I'd go insane. I probably would shave it all off if not.
I always make my husband, I'm like, can you cut it a little shorter, please?
I got this like little trimmer from a dollar store of all places.
Right.
And it works perfect. I don't know how, because there's all these different products you can use. It's like the perfect trimmer. It's just a little simple thing and I can hit and I'm on my way. So I probably should do more research on it, but what it's called and then recommend it. But that's worked for me anyway. I don't know. Maybe there's a different technique or something for people, but this is a public service announcement.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's a public service announcement from us. Make sure your mustache is trimmed. Don't have
Trim it. Trim it.
Trim it.
So, with that being said, with the favorite mustache, then we obviously have to ask you this question and take your time because I'm sure it's a loaded question when you think about it. But what's your favorite coffee? It can just be overall or from anywhere.
So currently, like I said, I'm a light roast person. But currently, I'm, of course, because it's fall, I'm more of like a pumpkin and vanilla person with like a nice pumpkin cold foam on top. It's really delicious.
Yum. That sounds great.
Currently, that's my go-to.
So do you like change it on the season? So like you said, right now, is there a different one you go to maybe in the spring or summer?
So we have monthly specials. And so I kind of just like try to go on those. because you need to know like what everything tastes like so people can ask you. But no, I'm more of just like a basic vanilla type person.
Yeah.
And I don't do peppermint. So when the winter comes, I can't do peppermint.
I'm the same.
I'm right there with you.
Right. We carry pumpkin year round just because I'm obsessed with it. So don't tell anybody.
I think that's awesome. No,
Oh, yeah.
that's great. Why should pumpkin only be seasonal? Like,
Exactly.
Right. And like, that's a bonus of owning the shop. I'm like, let's just carry it all year round. Cause
Yeah.
like, there's a couple people who know we do. So they get to enjoy it too.
So it's like a secret menu item.
Yes, it's a secret. Now it's
Ah.
not.
Yep.
But
So that's you know what? That's great for us to know. If I'm really wanting a pumpkin coffee and it's, April,
Yep.
May, springtime, I will come on out there and I'll get a coffee from you guys.
Oh,
we
yes.
will have it.
So that's great. I'm glad we got that insight on that. So
That's awesome.
Like I said, it's supposed to be a secret, guys.
Yeah.
well, if anybody's listening to this, I guess the cat's out of the bag. But otherwise, yes, we won't tell anybody. So well, that's great. That's all of our rapid fire questions. So that gets you off the hot seat for a little bit. You can rest, breathe easy a little bit there. But it was awesome to get to know you a little bit more. So we appreciate you coming on, taking the time to spend with us and share your story with us.
I know it's been a while in the making. I was sick. I had bronchitis. So I was like, I can't go on talking like this.
Oh, no.
Glad you're feeling better.
We want you to feel good coming on. So we appreciate that. So
awesome.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do before we wrap things up, we're going to go ahead and move into our last segment.
Last drop.
Brought to you by Contempa-Roast Coffee and Roastery. Visit our store or our site at contempa-roast.com today.
New Zealand is known for its beautiful scenery, but did you know it also is known for a very strange sculpture? The sculpture, nicknamed Quasi after Quasimodo from the Humpback of Notre Dame, stands 16 feet tall on top of the roof, welcoming people into the art gallery below. But the sad news is after 5 years of terrifying people, the sculpture is to be lifted out using a helicopter. I think maybe Hamburger Helper could buy it, but who knows? That's what I got.
What is that? I understand it's a hand, but like, whew, I don't know that I would go there.
So this is what's strange. I did more research on this. So the artist, it's an actual like digital scan of his hand and his face. And somehow he combined it and made it 16 feet. So it's just, if you go in this art gallery, it's like looking down.
No. I can't do that.
You know what's so weird about it too is it's obviously weird that there's a face on a hand, but it's got this like attitude strut going on.
For sure.
Hand on the, I guess finger on your hip, not hand on your hip, but it's got that attitude going on, the sassy.
I didn't notice that.
Wow. You think you've seen it all, and then this comes along. All right. Well, thank you, Ben, as always, for that. I'm gonna have nightmares for the next week
I was
or two.
just gonna say I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. Thanks, guys.
The funny thing is, it said it was gonna be removed with a helicopter. Could you imagine that thing just flying around?
You just look up and there's this like hand hanging there.
Oh gosh.
Oh, there's so many possibilities with that. It takes a wrong route and goes by a preschool and freaks out the children. Like,
what are they going to do with it?
It didn't.
They said they're just getting rid of it, but like I said, my idea is sell it to Hamburger Helper.
I like that idea. Maybe the artist wants it back. Just put it in his backyard or something.
Freak out his neighbors.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna try real hard to get that image out of my head, but it's gonna take a while. So, okay, well, I guess thank you, Ben, for that nightmarish image. But we want to make sure we give Randi a little bit of the floor here to open up. Just again, any links, any social media platforms that you're on where people can find you?
Yeah, we're on Facebook, Juniper and Ivy Coffee House. And then from there, you can go to like our Instagram and stuff because our Instagram handle is just way too long. Yeah, and you can just check us out there. It has a link to our website and things like that.
Great. Well, like I said, well, if I'm needing a pumpkin, under the little
Under the
down
radar,
low,
like in
yeah.
April or something. Yeah.
If you need pumpkin, that's where to check them out. So
Just show up and it's like slide you 5. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Just
But
decide in that you want pumpkin. Don't tell anybody.
yeah. But be sure to check out Juniper and Ivy though. Like she mentioned on those platforms, you can follow them and be up to date on their seasonal drinks. And we'll make sure we do our due diligence. So Ben, where can people find us at?
so we're on YouTube. So if you could subscribe to us and ring the bell notification, that way you could be notified when new episodes come out. We're also, our social platforms are Facebook. We're on X or Twitter at Stash and Joe, Instagram, TikTok. We're also on ladxmedia.com/mustaches and coffee. And if you have any questions for us, you can send them to us at mustachesandcoffee@yahoo.com. That's how you get a hold of us.
All right, great. Well, thank you as always, Ben, for that. And thank you again to you, Randy, for coming on. We had such a fun
Yeah,
time.
thanks.
Thanks,
And
guys.
welcome back anytime.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Yes, thank you. So that'll do it for now. But as we always say, don't bash the stash.
I need espresso for the depresso. And maybe a Reese cup.
Yeah, Reese cup for sure.
With that, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.